This movie begins with a man narrating the series of events surrounding a mysterious mountain, Kunlun. He mentions the occurrence of strange events in Liaoning in August 1934. Then, in the year 1956 in Changping, Peking, Kung Xian opened a palace basement. And, in the year 1972 in Changsha, Hunan found the bodies of two women who presumably were thousands of years old, but their flesh was still intact. And, in 1974, fossils of unidentified animals were found in Mount Kunlun. Subsequently, in 1978, Yang Xialin, a lecturer at the Archaeological Research Laboratory of Shanghai, discovered something great inside Kunlun Mountain. Professor Yang Xialin then set up the Post 749 in 1979 to be in control of research at the mountain. They found two skulls of some strange ancient creatures. Now, present day, 1979. At the Kunlun Mountain, some workers of the Post 749 are chanting joyously and doing the job. A tired worker is seen pushing a wheelbarrow as a lady following up encourages him to work harder. She soon fainted, and another lady took over her job immediately. The worker got exhausted and falls to the ground, while the lady following him beckoned to the Red Cross to assist. A Red Cross lady quickly arrives with water. As the lady was helping the tired worker, another worker, quite chubby, shouts his name, Hu Pa Yi, from behind and comes to help him stand, saying he too needs emergency treatment as he pushes Pa Yi to continue with his work. Hu Pa Yi, who happens to be the narrator, mentions the Red Cross worker's name as Yang Ping, and that's the first time they met. Yang Ping looks on in admiration of Pa Yi as he pushes his wheelbarrow away. Next, Pa Yi looks on as a large fossil is being taken out of the mountain. A security officer orders him to leave as he can't come any closer. While Pa Yi walks away, he hears a strange sound from inside the mountain cave, followed by a heavy explosion. Everyone runs to safety. The workers then, assembled outside the cave and observes as a man walks out of the cave where the explosion had come from. Yang Ping identifies the man as her father and runs to hold him while he whispers to her that he found nothing. Later that night, all the workers assemble for an address. The speaker charges them never to divulge the information about the explosion, calling for Death Squad volunteers that will go inside the cave to find out the cause. Several volunteers quickly step out, including Yang Ping, Hu Pa Yi, and Kang Sun, Hu Pa Yi's choopy friend. The volunteers take a group photograph and soon made their way inside the cave with the lecturer Professor Yang Xialin leading the mission. Deep inside the cave, they saw a pit with stone statues above it. They made their way down the trough with ropes. Pa Yi sees a strange red butterfly-like creature way down and looks on as it flies away. At the bottom, they see several buried bones of unknown creatures while making their way outside. It is a snow mountain outside, and lecturer Yang tells Pa Yi that the mountain, according to legend, is a gateway to an ancient kingdom. Kang Sun comes to call Pa Yi to join forces with others. Next, they find large footprints of a strange creature continuing their path of adventure. Unknowing to them, a beastly-looking creature stares from the mountains. Next, a swarm of flying creatures surrounds them, which they initially thought to be harmless. However, upon touching the creature, one of the volunteers burned to ashes. Another two go to help him and burns also, while others take cover and start shooting the creatures. Upon killing one of the flying creatures, the swarm dispersed. The onlooking beast subsequently turns to move down the snow mountain, causing an avalanche that moved in the direction of the volunteers. The snowslide claims the lives of many of the volunteers, forcing Hu Pa Yi, Yang Ping, Kang Sun, and a few others down a cliff. Soon Pa Yi and Yang Ping found themselves hanging from a rope caught by a protruding snow spike. The rope cuts, and they fall into the darkness. Pa Yi wakes up staring at Yang Ping, who was already awake. He realizes that Kang Sun and lecturer Yang are there also. They call out to others, but quickly figure it is only them. They start to look for a way out. It didn't take long until they arrive at a place lecturer Yang describes as the Sacred Palace Kunlun. Walking in, they reach a tower he also describes as the Demon Level 9 Tower that contains secret creatures and demons. To the astonishment of others, Lecturer Kong mentions that it is the place he had been looking for and now he's there. Then he prostrates, stretching toward a large candle base, lighting the mysterious candle. The lecturer Yang says the tower has been waiting as he drags Hu Pa Yi and Yang Ping to go inside. Once the two are inside, the tower opens a portal, and as the process continues, Kang Soon, in fear, quenches the light of the candle outside, which stops the opening of the portal. The flying fire creatures attack them, and Kang Sun sacrificed himself to help others escape. Running outside the temple, they soon face a cliff with falling water as the flying creatures catch up. One of the creatures hit Pa Yi, making Yang Ping push him off the cliff, while she and her father jump also into the dark water beneath. Next, Hu Pa Yi is being treated in a hospital for the burn injury he sustained from the flying fire creature. A man who came to visit tells him that even while they found the bodies of some friends, lecturer Yang and the daughter aren't among, and he could be the only survivor. Pa Yi daydreams that he sees his friends on a train chanting joyously with Kang Sun leading the chant. He soon arrives at the train station and meets a bald man who recognizes him. The bald man took him on a bicycle, introducing himself as Hua Xia library manager, and while the library seeks an apprentice, he didn't think he was told to come. The year is 1982, in Beijing, China. They arrive at the library and the manager hands Pa Yi over food stamps, a bunch of keys and placards. He, subsequently, shows him around the facility and tells him the time for lunch and dinner. The manager mentions that even as there is no pay, he is free to read books of knowledge. He then speaks paradoxically to Pa Yi, who didn't understand, and soon, the bell tolls. Then, the manager points out that mealtime is over, but takes Pa Yi to a place he eats to buy a meal. Pa Yi opts to pay for the meal, though. He had not enough money. Luckily, a long-lost friend of his, Wang Gai Xian, who performs in the restaurant, pays for a quality meal. Back at the library, Pa Yi found a hidden book by lecturer Yang and quickly develops an interest in it. He opened the pages and finds the Demon Tower level 9. Checking the publishing date of the book, he figures that lecturer Yang had known about Mount Kunlun from the beginning, and also that he and Yang Ping could open the tower. Next, an announcer from the 749 Post states that researchers at the ancient tomb of the Han Dynasty opened the coffin to behold a shocking sight. They found Yang Ping in the coffin alive and healthy, but had lost her memory. Since they can't tell what is going on yet, they called her Shirley while proceeding with treatment. On the other side, Hu Pa Yi continues to receive books written by lecturer Yang. He finds out from the books the secrets of the humanoid race from the demon world, whose ancestors are from the planet Saturn, and the successors of demons and man are human demons. He finds also that the Demon Tower level 9 is the legacy, and the flying fire creatures which the book call fire bats may be relics of human demons, and they guard the secret Demon Tower. The book continues to reveal the disappearance of a vicious tribe from Earth some 10,000 years ago because humans stopped the domination of demons. Pa Yi reminisces about Yang Ping all the time as he misses her so much. Even as lecturer Yang's books revealed many secrets, so many personal questions bother Pa Yi. He wonders why only he and Yang Ping could open the tower, why lecturer Yang opened the tower recently if there are no secrets in the tower, and most importantly, who keeps sending the books and why he awakened the forgotten flame bats, demon race, and tower demon. 3 years down the line, lecturer Yang returns to 749 Post. He says that after falling into the water, he finds himself in a tomb in Siyilin. Finding a cave, he got out. Shockingly, the point he claims to wake up and where he was lost is 2,000 miles apart. While in containment, lecturer Yang yells to get outside. This is 1985, Oil City, West China. A stage show is going on, and suddenly, the anchor announces great chaos as everyone on stage goes on their heels. Meanwhile, the audience thinks it's part of the show until some beasts start attacking. The announcer from the 749 watch notifies that many were injured and several buildings destroyed by the aliens. She further announces that a day after the attack saw the disappearance of a place in Oil City from the Earth. Next, lecturer Yang notifies the leader of the 749 Post that the events are likely related to the opening of the Demon Tower and that he, Lecturer Yang, will have to solve the mystery. On the other side, Pa Yi continues to receive treatment for his injury sustained 4 or 5 years ago. He catches fire at the library, magically lifting tables and chairs, and the attendant who has come to help him. The library manager walks in and suppresses his power, causing the fire to stop. Chairman Han goes to the library to meet Hu Pa Yi. He lets Pa Wek know that Lecturer Yang survived, but was sent on another mission, and he disappeared again. Chairman Han charges Pa Yi with the task of finding Lecturer Yang, which he turned down. Then, Han informs him about Yang Ping, who wants him to join her on the mission, handing him over a photograph. The next day, Pa Yi sets off to meet with Yang Ping. He soon got to see her and was shocked she was alive and looked gorgeous. However, she soon informed Pa Yi that she's Shirley and not Yang Ping. Meanwhile, Cheng Tung announces that he leads the mission this time. Next, they set off to find Lecturer Yang. Deep in the desert, Pa Yi has a lot of questions for Shirley, but she only warns him to be careful of the people accompanying them. At night, they contemplate how Lecturer Yang disappeared and on what mission. Pa Yi quickly figures that the people from 749 Post aren't just volunteers, but with a special mission. The next day, they escape a terrible weather to continue their journey only to find out that they are less people and camels as they got to a small empty town. Pa Yi figures out the mission Professor Yang was on before he got lost. Apparently, aliens attacked the small town and he goes to find a solution. Way behind, an alien beast attacks the lost group, taking down 2 while the other 2 escape to rejoin others. After they hear of the beasts, they argue if to stay on the mission or go back. Then, each of them finds a reason to stay back. The alien creatures soon attack as they arm themselves to fight back. Shirley refuses to take a weapon and isolates herself from others who battle the creatures. Pa Yi runs after her inside a mysterious house. The others soon find out that their bullets do not kill the creatures and take cover while the battle continues. Hu Pa Yi, on the other side, follows Shirley inside a cave that leads to the tomb of the prince. On the surface, more alien creatures arrive as the battle intensifies. Down in the tomb, a beast attacks. Hu Pa Yi, however, Shirley arrives in time to tame the beast and slaps it while it runs away. Shirley magically places Pa Yi inside the stone coffin and leaves. Hu Pa Yi envisions Master Wang from the library who spoke to him in the same paradox as before. And, from the coffin, Pa Yi falls into darkness and lands in the Demon Tower to see Shirley open the tower to meet a being in the nature of a goddess. Shirley fortifies herself with the demon power, riding one of the alien creatures back to the surface. She now controls the creatures. Pa Yi goes to meet the goddess, requesting that Yang Ping comes back to him. However, he soon understands that to get Yang Ping back, the gates of the demon world must open, and the demons will return to Earth and reunite. Pa Yi, however, chose to save his men, since Shirley, possessed by a demon, was determined to destroy the people of 749, as they know too much about the Demon Tower. He, therefore, opts to speak to Shirley and asks the goddess to send him back. She warned him that killing Shirley will take Yang Ping away from him forever, and sends him back. On the surface, Pa Yi rejoins the battle against the alien creatures. Soon after, he got badly injured. On seeing Pa Yi, Shirley intervened and scares the creatures away. She promises that she'll return to him as Yang Ping. However, Pa Yi shoots Shirley 3 times while holding her, making the creatures retreat and dissolve into thin air, and the Demon Tower subsequently collapses. Shirley says to Pa Yi, "Only you can kill me." She kisses him and collapses with Pa Yi, who lies beside her, weeping. Next, Shirley turns to complete Yang Ping and calls Hu Pa Yi. She acknowledges that he came to save her. Pa Yi carries Yang Ping, who was dying, to the tomb of the prince and places her in the stone coffin. Meanwhile, the others meet and hug themselves as they are now safe. Yang Ping in the coffin connects with Pa Yi and recounts her life, how she came to realize that she and her mother were descendants of blood-tainted demons who turned to fire at some point in life. She believes her father tried to open the Demon Tower to save her from burning like her mother. She also told Pa Yi how she used all her magic and extra lives to resurrect them back in the cave when they went to find the cause of the explosion, and that he's the person she loves most. Finally, she charged him with finding her father and mentions that he is still alive. Pa Yi returns to the surface packs up with the others, and they head home as the movie ends. That's all for today's recap. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to see more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.